Good afternoon to everybody. I hope you all are doing great and surviving well. Because of what we do, and our mission is to try to build leaders who build excellent organizations and therefore contribute to the world. One of the things I started to do is think about what are the lessons learned that I experienced and others experienced from the last 6 economic crises. You see patterns of life and patterns of leadership throughout time under a variety of situations. Massive disruptions and massive problems like the one we have now, which is probably as big as they get. Each problem, crisis, disaster has its own unique set of causes and solutions. However, what I found is there's a consistent pattern of human response in all of these economic recessions. So people spend an enormous amount of time consistently being addicted to searching the news to try to discover information, to figure out what to do and what decisions to make and actions to take. The problem is the information is continuously entering our media and our various forms of gathering information, and it constantly changes, adapts, nuances, rumors, misstatements, exaggerations, truth. So I spend weeks and weeks continuously keeping up with the news and not working or producing. So the perpetual production of putting people into beta state by the disruption of looking at minor information destroys an opportunity to contribute and succeed. So what I'd love for you to do is make a choice. What is your prediction of the probability that the economic and the social and health problems will continue at minimum of 1 month, probably 2 months, probably longer. But given that, I don't need a lot of extra information. It doesn't mean I want to ignore it, but I would recommend you set a time in the morning to collect all your current information, a time in the evening to collect all your information, and then in between, focus on producing performance rather than escaping or being lost and captured by a beta state. Remember, there are 2 ways the brain tends to work that affect performance. One is beta state, when you become hectic and frantic and scattered and short attention span, you can't listen and you cannot think. So visualize, most of you know this, your brain is like a pinball machine with 4 balls and multiple flippers, and lights and noises are taking place throughout your brain. Your brain is scattered. Alpha state is when you're in the zone. It's a relaxed, focused, deeply able to concentrate, a deep ability to think, a deep ability to learn and to listen. So your job as a leader is to lead yourself first, to lead your people second, by getting them into alpha state. So I was thinking about this on a Saturday morning and spending the day in my study at home, office at home, and thinking, boy, this is a common pattern I've found. The most effective, successful leaders are those who really take advantage of getting yourself to be effective and not be captured by everyone else who's hectic and in beta and the news that's hectic. The way you help build your company and your organization and your family and your communities is to learn, build the skill to teach your people to think deeply about what are our opportunities. So I would recommend you lead them through your discussion. They're thinking about the probabilities of what's going to happen. Everybody is going to have a lot of losses. In this case, it's the high risk of loss of life, health, disruption, jobs, economy, business, and communities and functioning. So it's not like it's easy, it's a massive problem. We need to perform at our best, even more so than our worst. So how do you get yourself into alpha state, and how do you lead your people to do that? The secret is you personally have to start asking yourself the questions I'll suggest. First of all, is thinking how to function your business, how to manage the crisis, how to adapt to loss of customers and business, and dealing with your people and treating them as well as you can, and that's terrible losses everyone's going to experience. You need a really deep, practical game plan. So, but to do that, it's important for you to think it through yourself, by yourself, deeply, and really take the time and lock yourself away from stimuli that get you off of thinking about that. The second step then is meet with your team, and I'm sure you've done this, to have them do the same thinking. It's important to get people to think together. Since we can't be together in meetings or at work, you can be together on Zoom. It's a great way to be able to communicate and take the time to ask people questions and let them write their answers rather than talk. So you can see everybody on the settings on Zoom, for example, taking the time so it will be quiet. Excellent. The way to get people into the zone is ask them questions that causes them to think about an action and a solution. So you are brilliant at doing that, and you can lead others in doing that. The worst thing you can do is for you to go around spreading panic through being in beta state personally. So you don't want to pretend, you don't want to fake that things are going to be all right or there's no problem. But you just simply say, given there is a problem, what can we do to contribute? And always lead with a pure mission to contribute to others' success and effectiveness, including yourself and your associates. We're thinking a lot about each of you and trying to find ways to help you contribute and succeed. So give us a call and look forward to talking to you, and make sure you be at your best, and we'll talk with you later.